In Cape Town, often called the Mother City, the natural beauty of Table Mountain meets the vibrant energy of diverse communities. Yet beneath this picturesque surface lies a darker, more complex reality. Cape Town is a city of contrasts, where breathtaking landscapes coexist with the harsh realities of organized crime. This underworld, fraught with danger, is where power is often measured by fear and violence. At the center of this shadowy realm, one name stands out: Nafiz Modack. The name Nafiz Modack echoes through Cape Town's streets. For some, it strikes fear. For others, it commands a reluctant respect. This is the story of his meteoric rise to power, a tale woven from extortion, violence, and an unrelenting pursuit of control. In the beginning, Nafiz Modack was just an ordinary figure, neither feared nor respected. But with a vision and an unyielding determination to rise above his circumstances, he stepped out of obscurity. In 2017, Modack emerged from the shadows as a cunning operator who knew how to leverage fear and intimidation. His ability to navigate the criminal underworld set him apart. Soon, Nafiz Modack's name became synonymous with Cape Town's underworld, and his influence spread through the city's nightlife and business sectors, where his presence was both feared and, oddly enough, a source of stability. Our story begins in the heart of this criminal empire, a world of intimidation and violence. To understand Modack's ascent, we must delve into the tangled web of alliances, betrayals, and power plays that marked his rise. His journey into Cape Town's underworld began in the city's nightclubs. These chaotic spaces, with their throbbing music and clandestine activities, were the training grounds where he learned to exert control. Starting as a bouncer, Modack quickly grasped the unspoken rules of power dynamics, the language of threats, the currency of fear. Bouncers didn't just maintain order, they enforced a hierarchy invisible to the average eye. In August 2013, Randolph Gorberg opened a club called Beer House on Cape Town's bustling Long Street. Shortly after, Gorberg was approached by a man offering protection services, which he refused. But the threats didn't stop. His club faced escalating intimidation tactics from the criminal underworld, including the harassment of his staff. One of his bouncers, 33-year-old Congolese national Kanawa, tragically lost his life after a confrontation. Gorberg was left with no choice but to pay the protection fee. By 2017, Modack had firmly established himself in the extortion business. When he needed legal representation, he turned to William Booth, a lawyer well-versed in South Africa's criminal landscape. Booth's clientele, often controversial figures, had earned him powerful enemies, including Modack himself. Eventually, Modack grew suspicious that Booth, who also represented his rivals, knew too much. On the morning of April 9, 2020, as Booth prepared to leave his home in the quiet suburb of Higgovale, assassins lay in wait. Shots were fired, but Booth miraculously escaped unharmed. Police investigations quickly pointed to Modack. At the time, top investigator Charles Kinnear was probing Modack's alleged influence over 8 high-ranking police officers in Cape Town, which was confirmed by the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, IPID. On September 18, 2020, as Kinnear left his home, he was fatally shot while in his car. Modack, Zane Killian, and 2 other suspects, Amal Janes and Jenna Donis, were soon arrested and charged with Kinnear's murder. Killian, a former rugby player turned debt collector, had allegedly pinged Kinnear's phone thousands of times on the day of the murder, sharing his location with the assailants. Modack reportedly paid Killian a substantial sum for his role in both the attempted murder of Booth and the assassination of Kinnear. In May 2024, during Modack's ongoing trial, a key witness testified about a dubious investment scheme that laundered money for Modack's criminal operations. Investigators traced a trail of illicit funds moving through shell companies and offshore accounts, revealing a staggering 23.5 million rand linked to Modack. On top of laundering, Modack was deeply involved in extortion, particularly targeting high-end businesses, including luxury car dealerships. In February 2021, 3 men entered a dealership called Toy Shop, demanding cars for Modack. When refused, they returned with reinforcements, damaging the cars to intimidate the staff. Evidence from a former manager and associate detailed how millions of rand were extorted through threats and violence. As the investigation deepened, the anti-gang unit seized firearms from Modack's residence in 2017. Allegedly, Modack made large payments to retrieve them, although he never got them back. Publicly, Modack presented himself as a benefactor, posting photos of his charity work on social media alongside religious leaders. While some saw him as a community supporter, others believed his popularity was contrived. Modack's case underscores several crucial lessons for South Africa in combating organized crime. It highlights the resilience of criminal networks, the need for anti-corruption measures, and the impact of organized crime on local communities. His story also emphasizes the importance of community policing, media coverage, and a robust judiciary. Addressing socioeconomic issues like poverty and unemployment is vital to deterring crime recruitment, as is international cooperation in creating a more transparent system. Community resilience and youth engagement are essential in creating a safer South Africa. As the trial against Nafiz Modack unfolds, tensions within his criminal network have come to light in unexpected ways. In a recent courtroom session, co-accused gang member Mogamat Bubbles Brown reportedly attacked a fellow associate in a display of factional strife within Modack's circle. Brown, who allegedly leads the terrible West Siders gang, had been outed as part of Modack's network, suggesting a fragile alliance among Modack's associates. These incidents hint at potential vulnerabilities in Modack's operations, with internal conflicts surfacing as legal pressures mount. Beyond the courtroom, the Modack trial has cast a long shadow over the Cape Town law enforcement community. Modack has previously claimed that some law enforcement officers may have been plotting against him. These allegations reflect deep-seated suspicions that certain figures within the Cape Town police, rather than merely investigating Modack, might have crossed ethical lines, blurring the boundaries between criminality and law enforcement. The involvement of Ashley Tabisher, a former anti-gang unit officer charged in Modack's case, exemplifies the complex relationship between crime fighters and gangsters, raising questions about corruption and accountability in South Africa's justice system. The murder of anti-gang unit investigator Charles Kinnear in 2020 remains one of the most high-profile elements of the charges against Modack. Kinnear, who had been relentlessly investigating Modack's criminal activities, was assassinated outside his home in Cape Town. His murder underscores the dangers faced by those working to dismantle organized crime in the city and reveals the extreme lengths Modack's associates might go to safeguard their empire. For Cape Town's crime-fighting community, Kinnear's death is a tragic reminder of the risks they face. New details have also emerged about Modack's financial and operational ties to other crime syndicates, both locally and internationally. Evidence presented in court has revealed complex financial transactions involving Modack's associates, hinting at his criminal empire's reach beyond Cape Town. Investigators have uncovered a web of monetary flows across multiple businesses, suggesting Modack's involvement in money laundering and illegal investments. This extensive network reportedly funded high-profile attacks, including assassination attempts on individuals like lawyer William Booth, further illustrating the expansive nature of Modack's criminal operations. Kindly subscribe for Part 2. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.